Okay, the first game to be learning Jaxon is Skateboard. So I'm going to be showing you the fundamentals, the combos, the abilities, and how, and what, I'll show you some common, routes to learn on some maps in, a video game. So let's get into it real quick. So, your first move, which isn't a move, it's a passive, is you have this little speed bar, a little speed boost up here. Each time you press the shoot button, the M1 attack, you lose some of it. That's alright, that's alright. The speed boost on board, not on board, off board doesn't really matter. Cause the only time you're gonna get off board is to do combos. Or other stuff. So it doesn't really matter. When you stand still, that completely disappears. But skateboard, you don't really stand still. So I'll be okay. Now I'm actually gonna go over the moves. So first move is M2. You can charge it up for 2 seconds stun and 60 damage, or you can charge it for however you like. But it does not. It gives like a smaller stun and less damage. It has a 5-second cooldown. Now on to the second move, the dash. So, you do a small dash forward and it's 50 damage to your opponent. Let's say you're running away and you know. Usually you would get onboard and say that's a cooldown and you make it like an emergency runaway. Now you probably would have your skateboard back by now. So that's just like a use of it, just in case. And the most important part of Skateboard's kit is board. Now this, very important. So, now the M2 on board is like a little jump, which does 45 damage to the opponent. There's two variances. I showed the first variant, the regular variant. Now I'm gonna show the second variant, the trick variant. Okay. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. It does wait. 1 second, let me hit that again. Oh, it does 45 damage. Let me use the regular variant and exit the trick. I did not mean to do that. The regular variant does 25 damage. So, you should try to like when you're... Okay, I'll show you an example of it. So let's say you're running, so you find your enemy. You always want to try to hit the start variant on them, but not then, it's just okay. And like, yeah. So that's the 2 down. And let's say like, you really need height to get out, you can just use the jump up. Since it has a low cooldown, it has a cooldown of 3.5 seconds. Actually, it's 3. Okay. Now, onto the dash. It's like the same thing as the one on off your board. So like, but with it, you want to like go up, right? Aim your camera up so you can get height. Now, like, oh yeah, let's say you want to dash to the opponent, it does 40 damage. Now, that's pretty good. You can combo with a lot. Oh, that's the whole moveset. Now, speaking of combos, let's try to show you a few combos real quick. So let's say you flank, you come into combat, you land a trick, but I really messed that up, my bad. Okay, you run in, you hit a trick there, you use your M2, then you do that, and then you get on your board, and then yeah, they're dead. Usually you can do that faster because they're low from fighting a teammate, or like they have health, which I usually kill confirms them. Now, now the other combo, let's say, your offboard combo. You can really start with you can do these, that, and this. Like, it's all to your personal preference on what you like to combo with. And like, it will all do the same damage at the end. Unless you don't use this skateboard. Actually, I don't know if it'll all do damage at the end. But, that doesn't matter now. You just learn the game. So mix and match, really, that's what I would advise with your combos. But like, oh wait, I can show you. Okay. So I use my up 2. I dash and get on my board and like, I run into him and I just run into him. Kind of rusty. But I think you're going to pull it off. Now on to the finisher. So it's a really basic. You just dash forward and do 60 damage and stun him for 2 seconds. It depends how much damage. Its damage goes down as like it hits more people. It kind of goes down a little bit more, but not that much. It stuns him for 2 seconds, and you can usually get a team wipe with it if your team's around it. Yeah, so it's really good. Okay, now the tricks that you made for speed, so you kind of want to get those in that. So now on to the actual game. Alright, let's get into the game. I'm going to show you some commentary, and I'm going to show you why I did these moves. I'm going to try to give you some tips. This is what the lobby method, by the way, you can explore it once you get through the tutorial. So I'm going to head into the match. So, sometimes, you cannot use this. Actually, when someone's using a fighter, you cannot use the same fighter as them. So let's say someone's using the sword, that means you can't use sword after. So like, there's only one. So there's no stack in one character. So like, that kind of makes it a little balanced. So like, assist button. It's the main one you want to do. And then once you know, you want to get out of here. Oh! Okay. I made a very bad decision. I got stunned by a hyper laser grenade. Usually that does not happen much. But when it does, it kind of sucks. That was a bit low, I didn't do it right. Now that it's in the bed, I'm right here. Okay, I got the sword down. And I'm gonna try to stop the man heavy. I'm like rather low. Okay, that would have been really bad if they actually tried to hit me there. But they didn't. Now, I got some things, I'm not sure it's not that much. I'm gonna try to heal up since I'm low. That was my special. I mean, not my special. I assist 2 people. Let's begin. But I'm kind of like really bad. I'm not my bad. University. But just need some time. Also, you do not do very good against Bandhand unless you're on your skateboard. Then it's just too slow to catch up. But if you're off the board, then like kinda just like a little challenge. Ooh, no, so. Cause like he severely outmatches you, and like if you not, he doesn't outmatch you, but he has more health, and it's kind of hard to kill him when he has a shield and with his abilities. So yeah. So do not go ahead face to face. Actually do what you like. I'm not trying to tell you how to play this game because there's really no one way to play it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go in and do my finisher. So my team can control the point. I kind of wasted there because there's only one person. See how they're like very low? Okay. That means he uses his finisher. Okay. That was one match, but it wasn't full one, so I'll do one more. I thought one more match. That was my best performance. He only had 5 kills there. Oh, these guys are like level 300. Let me check the leaderboard. Yeah. Review first time too. So, yeah. So you're mostly a flanker. Like you want to flank around the back. Most of the time. Like if you find someone alone, you don't have to flank them, you can just kind of run up on them and jump. Especially healers. Because they can defend themselves, but not as much as the other classes, because the other classes are meant to actually like be front line, but healers are more backline, so they can't really, they don't really have as much health. Okay, here we go. So we got a sword and a scythe. Our other teammates spawn somewhere else. So at the beginning, I think I did speed boost. And then I actually went ahead and spawn. That's alright, that's alright. Flick from the back, found a rock here alone. Skateboard. There's a first gun. Hyper laser. I don't know where to find it. Got it on before. Oh, my mouse is dying. This is a very bad time to record. My bad. Oh, it wasn't dead. It's got the call on, son. I'll plug my mouse, so I have to. So we have a new cipher here. Okay, got one. Okay, I'm gonna just go biograph over here with the. Okay, there's a 3-kill streak I think. We're tied up with kills, so I'm gonna try to hit up some support. Sorry. That didn't help much because I'm not allowed to team with it. I'm not gonna try to get a free kill, since I'm not. I'm not sure it's so easy. Ooh, I'm getting slow because of that. I'm trying to take out the hype laser. Okay, he's got to get the biograph though, so we're jumping him. Oh, God. Yeah, my boss is dying. 7th kill. My bad for whistling, it's just like I had that experience. To whistle like I've hit almost everything. Okay, we killed the bandit maintain. Now we're gonna kill the bandit. Okay, that's that kid down. My bad. So 10 kill streak, pretty good. Nah, the game mode's annihilating, so you have to be very focused on it. We're tied up. Basically, neck and neck. So, I'm gonna try to use my finisher. Got an assist. Okay. I'm not. Oh, we're getting that out. Now I'm basically trying to shoot me. Oh, overtime. Okay. Okay. But we did good. Got 15 kills. So that's the demo match. Basically, show you what this game's like. Hopefully you get easier lobbies, because this lobby is really sweaty. Not sweaty, but players are good. It's a good one. Had a lot of fun.